And we're live, and good morning! Hey, everybody! Welcome back to another RSG live stream. I'm, of course, your host with the most, Ranger J 1999, and I'm noticing that I'll get the game in here a little bit more. There we go. And welcome to another live stream for our lunch stream. We do this every day, Monday through Friday, from 12 to whenever we feel like finishing. And this is where we hang out and talk shop about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And we're glad to have you guys join us, whether it's morning, noon, or night. It doesn't matter whether you're watching us live or you're watching us later on, whether you're eating lunch, breakfast, dinner, or whatever you're doing. Maybe it's afternoon tea. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You're here to hang out. We're here to have fun. And we do that in several ways during the show. And what we're going to do here is, well, it's what we always do. I will suffer through mod depression. Usually we have a roster review. We do not have a roster review today, so that's fine. And then we will get to your questions. So if you have a question that you would like to pose to us, all you need to do is put your question in the chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement, and I will get that read, and we will cover it for you. So there you go. Pretty simple, basic, nice and easy. There's no Finn today. I've got Grim the mechanic here. Grim, it's so nice not having stupid ass Finn, because after every day I need breaks from Finn because he's out of control.
Yeah, I watched yesterday's stream and I'm like, oh wow, I'm glad I'm not there.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like he's like a little baby, and you just have to constantly watch him, and he just is like like you ever take a kid to the store and they want to touch everything? That's Finn, and you need a break. It's like you just have to have those. So we're glad to have you guys here on this hump day. Screwers, let me hear you. Whip out your pickles. Do whatever it is you need to do. Say hello to us in chat. We'd like to see and say hi to everybody. We'll do that here in a minute or so. Let's get through the mechanisms. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you haven't, right now, go hit that thumbs up. It helps us with monetization. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Or if you'd like to sponsor us, that's even better. You can do the same thing over in Twitch. We have a Twitch channel. We do lots of fun stuff. And if you'd like to support the channel and everything we're doing, you can do that. You can also become a Patreon sponsor. We offer lots of cool stuff for our Patrons. And if you'd like to support us just because you like the stream and the content we're doing, you can go to Patreon and support us that way as well. And of course, we've got Super Chat and we've got Twitch stuff. So if you want to donate, Phil Vader's couple penny there on the screen. You can do a Super Chat, say something funny. We have all kinds of funny little sound bits and things that pop up in the screen and you guys can have fun with, from whipping out your pickles to all kinds of stuff, poop-filled baby rangers. I mean, it's endless. There's all kinds of fun stuff for you guys to listen to and interact with, and so that's what we like to do. So I'm glad to have you guys here. Let's rock and roll. Let's get to the top and let's start saying hi to everybody. Then we'll get into some mod depression, and then we're just going to kind of answer your stories your questions, and more today than usual, and we'll just hang out with you guys for the next hour. And don't forget, tonight we have the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy Heroes community at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you'd like to join us on that one, please do. Remember, VIPs at 7 p.m. Eastern, we hang out with you guys. You guys get a special stream, the pre-stream, where we hang out. You guys can ask us anything, have fun as we set up and get ready for the 8 p.m. stream. And there you go. So not a ton of stuff going on in the game. I mean, we're all working on hard diligently for what we are. I'm working. I mean, I can talk about what I'm working on real quick before I shut everybody out with. It's still the same thing. It's just about gearing right now for me. Most of the characters, if not all the characters I have are farmed. It's just gear right now. So I'm looking to gear 12. Do some relicking here real soon. You can see I'm waiting for Anakin. I'm going to be close up to this next TB, so to get him 7-star, he is priority, because then I'm relicking him and all my clone troopers are going to relic 7. Then after that, these other characters you see here, Watt, Han, Chewie, Asajj, those are the next characters I'm going to take to relic as well. And then I'll start doing some other characters like B2, Cody, Clone Sergeant. I'll start working them to gear 12. So that's really what I'm working on. The only things I'm farming are ships. So. And that's, oh boy, the drop rate on ships is poop. So I'm still working on ships. I'm working on Rey. I'm working on Imperial Shuttle, Ebon Hawk, Vulture Droid. You can see all the ones I'm working on. And slowly but surely they're getting there. So there you go. So that's a little bit of my story. So Let's see who's out there in TV land. Say hi to everybody. We got Yuta here. He says, he's the first one. He says, happy hump day, everyone. Hope all is well. Glad to have you here, Yuta. Revenator's here with the wave. Who the hut says, I think I can. Nope, I can't. Happy hump day, skewers. There you go. That's what it is. If at first you don't succeed, drink. Hacks Redneck says, happy hump day, skewers. Glad to have you here, Hacks. MK Sun, double odd, as Grande would say, or double O. Waves and says hello. Eric Story says, hey guys and gals with the wave. Hey Eric. Spiderface101 says, hello there. Jason Hommel says, hump it out, and he's got the pickle hype going. That's what I like to see. Skywalker Vader's here, our Canadian brother up north of the border there in that frozen tundra, drinking that maple syrup. Says, hello everyone. Whipped out his pickles, eh? Revenator says, oh boy, all lunch stream to ask questions. Yeah, but I'm filtering, so good luck with that, Revenator. Foreigner says, hello there. Rooster says, happy hump day. It says, welcome back, Graham. He whipped out his pick for you. There you go. Nothing like having someone whip out their pickle for you, Grim, to welcome you back. Brier's
talk about a welcome.
That's a mighty welcome. Brier's Aegon says hump day. Matt Bailey says, gracious good morning, gentlemen, like he always does. Glad to have you here, Matt. James O'Mahoney says, hi, where's Finn? We had to kill Finn. I'm sorry, he's no longer with us. Slash Van Rhodes says, bonjour. And bonjour to you too, slash there, Van Rhodes. Don P says, no Finn's bad jokes today. Thank the baby maker. Yes, that's correct. James O'Mahoney says, hi, I'm from Ireland. Oh, from Ireland, over there, okay. I am not from Ireland. Or am I? Who knows? Grande Verga says, it's hump day. Where's Mike Hunt? Yep, he's not here. Let's see here. Question. We'll skip those. We'll get those in a second. There's Ouchie Girl, our lovely Ouchie. Says, howdy ho, lunchers. Glad to have you here, Ouchie Girl.
Howdy ho.
What? Wait a minute.
It's the ghost of Infinity Past. I am here to bother you during the lunch stream. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I don't feel like doing the lunch stream anymore, Graham. I don't know how you feel. How are you feeling right now about doing the lunch stream?
I told you we should have, gotten a priest.
I heard my name 3 times. 3 times.
Well, that happened. So we'll just keep going on. Jason Krulik says, hello everyone. Hey Jason Krulik. Wait, is it buffering? Oh, I'm getting some kind of weird encoding there. What is it doing that? I don't know.
Finn shows up and breaks the screen.
I know, right?
Figures.
It's typical bull crap. Stupid Finn. We get haunted by Finn, and this is what happens. Should be fine now. Let me just check. Yeah, there you go. Should be good, guys. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we should be good to go. All right. No, it's still being a little wonky. Give me a look here for a second.
That's because I'm haunting it.
Shut up, stupid Finn.
All your collection are belong to me. Every day I'm buffering.
That's so weird. Why is it doing that? I'm just testing something, guys. Hang tight.
The test will fail. Ooh.
Why is that doing that?
It looks fine on the stream now.
I know, but we're still getting some wonky stuff going on.
I blame Finn.
Yeah, Finn sucks. Everything was fine until stupid Finn showed up.
That's true. That's science.
It's strange. I'm just watching it right now.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, if you want to know what's going on, stupid Finn.
Well, maybe what you need to do, Ranger, is put a cowbell on your Amazon wish list.
I'm trying to see what's weird. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, that's weird. Well, we said hello to everybody, so that's fine. So let's get into some gameplay. Get your questions in, guys, because there's no roster review today. We will get to your questions, so that'll be fun. But you know what we're going to do now? Let's go suffer through some mod depression.
Grim. Ghosts can't wear cowbells. Ooh.
All right, Finn, that's enough. Knock it off. Let's see here. Okay, so if you guys are new and wondering what I'm about to do, I'm going to go slice mods. It's horrible. This is mod depression, and I suffer through it tremendously every day because I try to go in and, like everybody else, I try to slice mods and try to get something good. And yeah, it never goes well with that. So let's do this.
Well, I mean, if defense was a good stat in this game, then it wouldn't be as painful.
What is going on? Hold on, we're getting a little... I think it could be the weather right now. Weather sucks here. God dang, it does. Was checking.
Hi, Maz.
Hi. Oh, Maz is here. Oh, hi, Maz. Hey, Maz. Hey. Hey, Maz.
Hi, Maz. Ooh. This is the Ghost Affinity saying hi.
All right.
Hi.
What did I tell you? Knock it off. I'm gonna mute you. Either live,
But I'm dead.
come to the land of the living. Well, you can still get killed.
Oh.
Briere Sagon says, Finny, did you get your chicken nuggets today? Wait,
No, I'm gonna get them today.
Oh, yesterday. Because didn't you get Chick-fil-A yesterday?
No, I had the ham and...
Will you be a normal person, for Christ's sakes? Okay, the bit's over.
It's not a bit.
Oh,
I'm
my
dead.
God. Let me find the mute button. I can't deal with this. There, he's muted. Jesus. Oh, my God, Grim. Isn't it your turn to watch him this week?
We need to call Jeff Bridges and Ryan Reynolds and get them to take care of this guy.
Seriously, we need
They're
like
not
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Then mute that again.
No, they're the RIPD.
Yeah, I just muted him again. I can't deal with this today. Good Lord. No.
I'd take care of them, but I'm eating my lunch right now.
Oh, well,
so.
yeah, eat your lunch. You need your vitamins and minerals.
I mean, yeah. Here, check it out. It's a
what do you got?
burrito.
It's a burrito. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Not too bad. Yeah, he's dead, Maz. Apparently Finn died.
It's pronounced burrito.
Oh, Jesus. I can't do a whole stream like this. I'm literally... No. Alright, let me see if I can find a good mod here. There we go. We just need the materials. Alright, we need a couple of those and a couple of those. So that's not too bad. Let's do this. We'll get a couple of the... We'll get some of these. Let's do 3. Yeah, that'll work. I got quite a lot. Maybe we get lucky and we do more than one mod. It could be a good sign. I say that and then it never is a good sign. So yeah. So okay.
Well,
next.
you can be optimistic.
You can. You try to be right. All right. Well, we're one.
It doesn't help, but you can be optimistic.
Sure, you can be optimistic. But all right, here we go. We got a nice arrow here. It's actually that's defense. Do I really want to slice that? Ooh. Let's scroll back down and see if I can find something a little bit. Let's see what the other ones are.
It's something that doesn't have defense.
Yeah. And it's defense primary stat. No, I already get out of here. Let's see here. That's offense. Okay, that's health, crit avoidance, accuracy. Let's do the offense one. All right, it hit protection the first time, so let's see what it hits it there. So let me see here. Let's see. Nope, it hit protection again. Yeah, I'm gonna do another one because, well, I'm sick of this. Let's do this health one. Let's slice this. I need some more mats. I'll use 50 crystals. Why not? For the skewers. Okay. Let's get some more materials. Okay, that'll do.
This is so painful. I have like 14 characters that need stun guns right now.
Hey, we hit
So-
offense.
so-
Great. Oh, boy. Yeah. So we'll eventually go through and
I
I'll
can
get rid
think
of
of
all
worse.
those stupid things.
I can think of worse stats for it to roll.
That's true. It could be worse. So that, yeah, mod depression. That was horrible. Both didn't hit anything. So, hey, Shadowville. Hey, Buzzsaw VG. Glad to have you guys here. All right, let me just do this. You know, you check the stores. Let's see what's in the stores real quick. No, I didn't hit go. God damn it. Ever since I did this update, it's been a pain in the ass. The emulator. Alright, I would hit objectives. Yes, I'd like to claim that. Thank you. Okay. Alright, get in here and let me see here. Let's go check the stores real quick. Alright, we'll start with the shard stores, anything I need in here, and then we'll start getting into questions. So make sure you get your questions in. Oh yeah, I need to get those. Okay, nothing there. I already know there's nothing there. Let's go to the mod store. See if there's any good mods here. Okay, offense, what's on this one? Offense, crit chance. No. No, but speed mod didn't have speed secondary. Not even, no point in looking at it. Nope. Say, nope, 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 nope. What's this? Nope, 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 nope. Nothing there worth the seeing, so there we go. Alright, well, I was going to look real quick. Alright, let's see what the event is today, and then we're going to get your questions. So, you're not late, you arrived precisely when you mean to. Oh, it's just this? Okay, well, let me get my free Omega. Yeah, the game lag is, I don't know what that is. It's, ever since they've done that with emulator, it's just, it lags sometimes. And I don't lag when I'm on my phone, so, although I do get some kind of lag in the sense that, like, when I hit certain things in the store, it'll lag, like, it'll spin for a few seconds. Like, that's never happened before. So, yeah. Alright, so we got that taken care of. Let me go to, we'll get some GW going here in the background, and then I'll get the questions going here. So we'll get to your questions and get you, get everyone squared away. So let me do this. Let me pull up Nightbot. Hopefully Nightbot is not doubling down like it did before. Alright. Okay. Questions. Why is it not pulling up questions? Come on. Don't screw around with me. And now we got him coming in. Okay, good. I was about to say, God dang, man, what else can go wrong? Stupid Finn shows up and does his ghost thing, and this is what happens. So I'd like you all to blame Finn for the technical difficulties that we're having right now. Alright. We'll run the gas team, why not? Alright, let's get to some questions here.
Everything was nice and peaceful
I know.
until Finity attacked.
I know. Alright, first question was from Who the Hut. It says, trying to figure out what my GP actually is. If I go to my characters, I'm 4.48 million. If I go to my stats, I am 4.6. Why are they different? Well, because CG made a boo-boo. And, yeah. So, the one that I go with, and I think the one that they're going with, and I know Finn did some stuff on this and did a stream about it, is the actual one on your character screen. So just stick with that. Because the other one, I don't know what the hell's going on with that number, and they still haven't fixed it.
It's wrong.
Yeah, it's very wrong. So, yeah. You took question, did you stop the modding servers because you're busy and getting a job now? No, I mean, I did one here recently, but And I wasn't, I was advertising it. Nobody was really picking up on it, and I'm just focusing on other things. Then, so it's still out there, but no one's really getting the modding service. So it's like, okay, so I'll focus on other things. So, Revenue question: Is Finity a ghost because Ranger was fed up and killed him yesterday after the stream? Well, I mean, I can neither confirm or deny my involvement in Finn's death.
Science.
Yeah,
Oh,
science.
yeah, hold on. I gotta turn on my ghost.
We don't want you to have the ghost thing, man.
Oh, no, it had nothing to do with that.
Oh my god.
I like my ghost.
Revenator question for Force Ghost Finity: Did Baby Yoda teach you how to become a Force Ghost? I don't think Baby Yoda has that ability yet.
No, he doesn't.
He can just raise his hand and he
You know,
likes to
In
drink
all
soup.
honesty, I think Baby Yoda would force choke Finn.
Yeah. He'll start doing those voices and piss off the Mando. And Baby Yoda would pick up on
And Baby Yoda would be like, oh,
drinking his soup. Fantastic. Zombie7469 says, question: I want to get the rest of my Night Sisters Gear 12. Should I do should I do my first order team? Or should I do my first order team first?
they're both really good teams.
They're both really good teams. It depends on how far along. If you get Night Sisters are like Gear 11 and you want to take them to Gear 12, you can. I mean, there's no like wrong answer here. If you do first order, great. If you do Night Sisters, great. I mean, they both are really good teams.
We're gonna be getting new first order stuff
We
here
are.
very soon.
We are. But if you do Night Sisters, I wouldn't fault you for it because Night Sisters are pretty pimp. I mean, they're still one of the best teams in the game. I mean, they're all awesome. I mean, you can't put into words how good the Night Sisters are. You do need a Saj at least if you want to take her to Gear 12 and higher. That's fine because you will need her for the gas event. But if you want to do first order, then brother, go for it because they're pretty. I've always loved first order. I think they're a great team, and I'm excited with being able to work on Sith Trooper and Hux to add them into the mix once they become free to play farmable. I will farm the crap out of them and get them up and running and put them into my first order team. So yeah, I'm totally cool with whatever choice you make. There's no right or wrong choice. Revenator, question for Force Ghost Finity. Will you teach Ranger and Grandi how to become a Force Ghost when the Venom kills you all in April? Probably not. Finn's kind of a greedy turd, so he wouldn't teach us that kind of power.
I am. The power is mine alone.
All right, yeah, there we go. So, let's see. Who the Hut? What is the best way to get Kyrotech salvage? I hate that I keep getting tempted to use my get 1 and get 2, and right now I need so many. The way I do it,
the heart knows.
Yeah, I just farm it.
I mean, it sucks, but the drop rates actually aren't that bad, and they'll save you from spending your crystals.
Yeah, just you have to be patient with it. That's what I'm
Other
doing.
stuff.
I'm not
Other
worried.
resources.
Yeah, you just have to be patient with it. You gotta save your get 1 and get 2 and use that for characters. I mean, eventually you'll get your characters caught up. I'm hoping that you do, and you can start using that for some of that. I do use my stuff from GAC to supplement my the right side Gear 12 pieces and the Gear 12 finishers. But when it comes to the Kyrotechs, I just farm them. And if I use anything, I'll use crystals. I'll get to like say 25 and 25, and then I'll use 700 for 25 more if I need it. So that's kind of how I do it. So I use crystals, and I'm using my crystals for gas, and then even once gas is done, I'm still saving my get 1. I mean, it's just and get 2 is going into Kenobi. So I mean, I'm 6-star on the negotiator, but all my get 2 is going to be going to Kenobi, and then I'm gonna have to start working on Malevolence. So there you go. See, next question. Ray Rock question: when are you going home, Ranger? Looks like you're still at your mother's place from the background. Yes, I'm still here, and I'm going to be here for a while. So, not going home. So, Revelator question: do you think Baby Yoda will learn to talk in season 2? I don't know. That's a good question.
Force stroke affinity, I will.
Yeah, but is he going to talk like Yoda? We don't know the background of why Yoda talks like that. But will Baby Yoda not talk like Yoda and talk like with normal sentence structure and things of that nature? That's a good question.
I don't think he'll end up talking. I think he'll learn how to use the what was it, the force telepathy, I think it was, that
maybe, I don't know. I mean, maybe he can't. I mean, he's 50 years old. Maybe he knows how to talk. He just doesn't really talk. I don't know. That's a good question.
Actions speak louder than words, maybe?
I don't know.
For the love of God.
Oh, come on. Finn.
Are you seeing this, Ranger?
Yes. Jesus Christ. I'm ignoring stupid Finn.
What?
All right, let's get to some more questions from fans and people that really matter. Let me see if there's anything more for the moment. Utah question: when you start teaching, are we going to start calling you Professor Ranger? Sure, that's fine. I mean, if that's what you want to do, yeah, that works. Oh God. Rears Aegon, his first words would be, "This is the way." Yes. I don't know. I think that may be something in season 2 we get the first words from Baby Yoda. I mean, I still think it's crazy that they didn't have merch for. I mean, they missed out on a cash cow. They're still going to make a fortune off of Baby Yoda. So, I'm interested to see what they do. I mean, because they're going to be looking for his home and things of that nature next season. I'm excited for Mandalorian season 2. I cannot wait.
I really want to see some more background on how Gideon got the Darksaber.
Oh yeah, we're going to learn about that because we know.
I want to see the Purge. I want to see how the Purge happened.
Well, we want to know what happened because we know at the end of the Rebels, the bounty hunters, some of the factions were with the Rebels, right? And we know who last had it was what's her name,
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan, and so what happened between Bo-Katan having it? Because that was like, what? Right before the events of episode 4 and what transpired after that. So it's not been that many years. So how did he get it from Bo-Katan? I mean, that story would be fantastic.
I mean, it's just a theory, but I think we might see Bo-Katan in next season.
I mean,
that would be freaking epic,
that would
dude.
be pretty cool. I mean, it would be pretty badass to figure out how he got that damn Darksaber. So, yeah, I agree. Briere Zagon. He says Kenobi and Mando season 2 are going to be fire. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Clone Wars getting ready to come in. So, I'm excited for the season 7 of the Clone Wars. That's going to be fantastic. Just from what I've seen, it looks incredible. So that'll wrap that up, and that'll be kind of cool, leading us into Kenobi. We got Kenobi coming. We've got Mando season 2. We also have Cassian Ewing, and a lot of people have been pooping on that, but I think it'd be kind of cool. I liked Cassian's character in Rogue One. And to see what he went through, get some more background on him, because I mean, Cassian was did what he was.
His
he
story
needed to
is
do,
a good one.
Yeah. So,
are they getting what's his name to play him as well?
Yes.
The dude that played him in Rogue One.
Yep.
Nice.
Both the actors are coming back for K2SO and for Cassian. Briere Sagan says,
awesome.
Plus rumors of a Rebels sequel. I would love a Rebels sequel to figure out what happened to Ezra. We know, spoilers, if you haven't seen Rebels, here's your spoiler warning, just to let you know. But we know that we lost Kanan. But we don't know what happened to Thrawn, and we don't know what happened to Ezra. We know that Sabine and Ahsoka went after them to go look for them. So I think that would be a fascinating story to see what happened after that. I mean, you could really do some crazy crazy storytelling with that, with what they find, because we don't know where they ended up, and it'll be really fantastic to see what happens. So I'm super excited if they did a, if they tie in what happened with those characters and stuff, because I mean, Ezra was a Jedi in training, and Ahsoka is not a Jedi, but her abilities in the Force are what they are. So that would be two characters they could do something with. I'm excited to see what happens with those characters and stuff. Wouldn't it be cool, like, if in the Mando they brought those characters into the fray? In the Mando stuff, I would be like, yes! It would be so pimp. All right, Dr. Philgood's question says, long-time caller, first-time listener. I hang up and listen to your comments. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Philgood. He's the one that makes you feel all right. Not a question in there per se, but thank you for that. But yeah, I'm excited. So much good stuff coming. So yeah, it's funny that they were saying that a lot of people that had Disney Plus dropped it after the Mando ended. I'm like, why? You got Clone Wars coming. Kenobi's
but it's
coming.
Not the Mandalorian.
I know, but
but I think the Clone Wars is going to be freaking awesome. I'm looking forward to the continuation of that.
That's true. Dr. Philgood says, question, not a question. Shout out to Teals for subbing for 2 years. Well, thank you, Teals, our good friend Teals, for subbing for 2 years. Thank you very much. But yeah, Ahsoka, I mean, she's kind of like a gray Jedi now. I mean, she's not a Jedi anymore because she gave that up. But she is a powerful Force user. So, and what does she refer to herself as? Does she consider herself a Bendo? Maybe after, what does she become? I would love that. I mean, Ahsoka, I remember, that Ahsoka was so hated when she first came out, and now people absolutely adore Ahsoka. So, yeah. Because we know Ahsoka can whip out them lightsabers at any time and get medieval on your ass.
The white lightsabers were so cool.
I know. And, it's funny, they did change the canon on the lightsabers that the crystal is a reflection of your usage in the Force, and her having white lightsabers kind of is an indication of her being more of a neutral character in the Force, and that's kind of cool. So I like that.
Yeah, if people haven't read the lore on it, they actually go through and explain how she managed to change the color of her lightsabers, and it is a real good story.
Yeah, the book they did on her. I mean, some of the canon. So we can say this about what Disney has done, and I think this is a fair assessment. The movies have been controversial in the sense that they've done exceptionally well, but it has divided the community a little bit. Some people love the new movies, some people do not like the new movies, and that's okay. But I think everybody can agree that Rebels has been fantastic. Anything Dave Filoni has done has been brilliant, and the books.
Yeah, Jon Favreau and
The
Filoni,
Mandalorian. Man, and the books have been phenomenal too. The books have been really, really, really good. I mean, you can look at any of those books since Disney took over, and they are just phenomenally good books, man. I've enjoyed all of them. I mean, the new Thrawn book was fantastic. God, if you have not read the new Thrawn series, you should. It is so freaking amazing. Dark Lords of the Sith was really good. I mean, there's just so many good books out there that I've liked a lot.
The newer comics are really good too.
New comics have been pretty good.
Vader's series.
Series was the best. I mean, that's
amazing.
Hands down. Yeah, that's hands down like the best one. I'm trying to think of I think of some other comics. I mean, the Leia comic was okay. There's just been a lot of comics, but it introduced Dr. Aphra and the two droids. There's been some really good stuff in there.
Have you heard the rumor mill, dude? We might see her in the Mando.
Who?
Aphra.
Oh, that would be cool.
Aphra and her two droids.
Oh,
that's the big talk
that
right
would
now.
Be amazing. And I'm watching.
I would lose my shit if they put her in. That's my favorite character in the Star Wars universe. I mean, her in the comics was just so good.
Oh. Got a nest.
Yeah,
here.
I agree, Dr. Feelgood. Any book by Timothy Zahn is worth the read.
Yes, it is. Just watching Gas versus Nest here. Can't kill her. Oh, God. This is interesting.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Nest has got so much. Oh, got her. Okay. Question: did they ever explain how Ahsoka got her second saber? I could be wrong, but she started with 1 and then went to 2. Yeah, it's in the Clone Wars. She eventually developed that style, and that became her style as the 2 lightsabers. So they show it in Rebels. She does start off with 1, but she does eventually, through the Clone Wars event, develop into the 2 lightsaber style. Not an easy thing to do. And then it just became her forte. I don't remember specifically, but you see that transition in Rebels. Alright, let's check Arena. We're just kind of chilling out, hanging out with you guys today. If you have questions, feel free to...
Here, hold on. My dog wants to say hi.
Your what?
Say roof.
Okay.
My dog's saying hi. She's funny. She came in. I failed to pay attention to her, so she went, pay attention to me.
Yeah. Skywalker Vader question: why is CG so quiet right now? The new movie's been out for a month now. We have a brand new year, and for the most part, nothing. I don't know. I mean, they're getting back into the flow. We just had the Q&A, which really didn't tell us anything other than we know that Poe is coming. So we know that's a thing. But we know we're going to get Poe before we get Rey and Kylo. So we know that's going to happen. But other than that, I don't really know. I mean, nothing new has come up, so we don't know I don't know what their strategy is or the plan is, and I really don't care.
We'll probably end up getting the quote unquote resistance hero Poe.
Yeah.
And
I like resistance hero Poe better because it's number 2.
Oh my God.
I think we might end up seeing to go with one of these resistance ones. We're gonna see them reworking Phasma.
You know, it's bad enough that I had to put up with Ghost Finn. Now I have to put up with Grande.
I'm definitely.
I'd rather put up with Grande.
Yeah, for a little bit.
At least Grande will make you laugh and not facepalm.
Well, no, he makes you facepalm.
Sometimes I take it too far. The other day, somebody told me, what was I on? I was on someone's stream, and they were like, yeah, I think it's a little too soon. You can't really joke about the... I was making jokes about the fires in Australia, and they were like, it's a little too soon, buddy. Maybe you shouldn't do that. And I was like, okay. So sometimes I'm a complete idiot.
Yeah, you are the idiot savant.
Yeah, somebody put a shrimp on the Barbie a little too extreme there.
I don't even remember what I was making a joke about, but it was not a good... It was. They were like, yeah, it's a little too soon. And I was like, okay, sorry. I was like, has the time for Luke Perry passed? Can we start making Luke Perry jokes again?
Supposedly they caught the guys that have been setting the fires, so...
Well, the thing...
I just saw that this morning.
Every fire can't have been started by one guy in that country, right? I mean, the country's massive.
Well, think about how much
fires were not
this
just
is
arson, right?
This is how crazy those fires are, and they're still going. It is burned. This is the acreage, the size of the state of Indiana. Think about that for a moment. That's
insane when you think about it. They said there's a billion. They say there's a billion animals that have either died or will die.
Yeah.
Due to the fire, a billion. I mean, most people don't really understand how big a billion is. I'm just telling you, a billion, because a billion sounds like a million. And so people are like, oh, a billion and a million, they're kind of close together. No, they're not even remotely close together. A billion and a million are not even remotely close together.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, is it's been really cool watching, the Australians just doing what they're doing. When they're fighting the fires, but, the entire country has come together to help the animals. And it's been really cool seeing, people
The individuals have. I think from what I've heard from some of these people, the government is kind of falling down a little bit.
Not really, because if you watch what the government's been doing, they've been food dropping stuff and doing all kinds of things. So, but I mean, again, there's only so much you can do. It's a fire.
And I mean, like the desert over there, the outback is just so dry, and there's lots of stuff. It's
insanity.
It's unstoppable, really.
I mean, a fire like that, I mean, it's crazy. So
there'll probably be some changes, right, in how they deal with. I don't know. I mean, California has fires all the time. California needs to do some systematic changing to make sure that.
But there's not much you can do. Either. There's not much you can do because even all the changes you can make, it all comes down to what the weather does. And what I mean by that is if you have a fire started and you got high winds, whether it's in Australia or California, I don't care how many firefighters and stuff you have. I mean, you cannot stop that fire until the conditions allow you to stop that fire. And that's what the thing that people don't understand is that it's not like the woods itself that is necessarily. It's that wind feeding those fires. That's why they talk about when there's high winds,
blowing the embers all over the place.
Or even know a whole lot about fires, but you would think that maybe they could do some winter time preparing maybe, and do some winter burns so that they can have breaks and stuff, and they could have some things that.
Well, the reason they haven't been able to do that and do a controlled burn, which is what sometimes they do, is because the conditions have not been there for them to do that. Like, you just can't do a controlled burn when the conditions have never been favorable to do a controlled burn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like if the wind's blowing and it's dry, there's just
crazy.
Conditions that won't allow for that type of stuff, because you'll end up starting a bigger fire than what you'd want to stop.
Because it doesn't take much for a fire to get out of control. I mean, and
I totally agree.
And God bless all
I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen a fire close too.
They started in the desert and started when we used to live in the desert Southwest. There was a fire that got started way out in the county, and the wind was blowing just right, and that thing blew right into town, and then I got to tell you, it jumped the highway. And you're thinking, the highway is it's basically 120 feet wide when you get done with the highway and the two, access lanes, that are on the left and the right of the highway. And you're just looking at that thing going, how in the world did a fire jump across a highway?
Yeah.
Yeah, all it takes is one ember.
Yep. And the other thing, too, is that those fires can get so hot when they're going at full strength that trees don't really burn. They just explode. That's how insane fires like that are.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so dangerous.
Especially in places like out here where I live, we have tumbleweeds. And when those tumbleweeds burn, they burn insanely hot. So that it spontaneously combusts a lot of the stuff that's around it.
Yeah, so
because it's burning so hot.
So hopefully those fires get under control, and I'll show. That's insanity how much acreage that thing is burning. So, and
it's really crazy how much acreage has burned with that thing.
And it just emphasizes that how much we need to change our act as a society, because global climate change is real, folks, and it is starting to affect us. And when it starts affecting people is when people start taking notice. When you start having this crazy weather that we have now, it's insane. Because in one regard, you have this happening in Australia, and you got California, and the other parts, they're getting 100-year floods every 2 years, where people are getting displaced from their homes, and the hurricanes. It's just we've got to start making changes, because
some of these people, though, I mean, it sucks for them. It really does. But it's if you don't like tornadoes, why did you build your house in tornado?
Well, yeah, but
if you don't like your house flooding, why did you build on a place that's called a flood plain?
Well, true.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know, right? A lot of people don't. A lot of people think, well, this is where I was born. This is where I grew up. This has good schools. You can run the gamut as to why people. I mean, people build their house in Venice, and Venice floods from the ocean, right? I mean, you know, I feel like that on some level, you know, you can't blame the individual person, right? And we live in a society, and so we have to kind of make some societal type decisions about, hey, we're going to build houses here, and we're going to build communities here, and we're going to build it in a responsible way, and we're going to, you know, try to mitigate some things, so that, you know, for tornadoes, for example, right? I mean, we want to build houses that are, you know, stronger and can withstand higher winds, but also too, we, you know, as a community, we, you know, I mean, it is just stuff, right? A tornado hitting you is just stuff. If we can find a way to protect the people, and we lose stuff, you know, I'm not so worried about it.
Well, I mean, that natural stuff happens all the time. The Earth is going to do what the Earth is going to do. It does not give a shit about us, right? It's going to do what it does naturally. Oh, yeah. You know, like, you know, earthquakes and everything like that happens, right? You can't,
cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria.
But like, for the thing about tornadoes and stuff is like we just had like Saturday weather coming in that we should not be seeing here, where it's got tornadoes and tornadoes were hitting. It's crazy. Like, tornadoes are hitting now. It's like, what the hell is going on? You know, it's just the change in the weather. And you know, people, you know, like when you live in Houston, you know that you can get hit by a hurricane, but you're not expecting a hurricane to be the size of the one that hit them, and flooding it like it did. You know, it just was like, you expect certain types of weather, but when I'm saying, like, when you have 100-year storm hit, but it keeps hitting every 2 years, that's not normal, and you're not prepared for that, because you don't. It's like it's supposed to be a 100-year storm.
The other thing too is, I mean, you take a deep dive into some of that stuff, right? And the media likes to make little snippets, and rather than like tell a deep dive kind of story.
Yeah, you have to actually look for stuff like that. I mean, they do specials about it and stuff, but you know, like, people.
I mean, the reason why stuff flooded 3 days after a hurricane is because we as humans tried to manage the water in a certain way, and then we actively flooded some people's houses in order to not flood some other people's houses.
Well, yeah,
like, we actually did that. I mean, and so you start looking at that going, you know, I'm not in the guy's shoes turning the levers, right? Maybe that was a good idea. Maybe that was a bad idea.
Well, I mean, some of that, yeah, but I mean, if you look at some countries in the world, and we're not the best at doing it here in the U.S., we don't prioritize it as much as like some other countries. Like, if you look at, like, I think it's Holland and their dike system, it's incredible. But they know about the weather, they believe in climate change, and they've made steps to do something about it and built those huge dikes and stuff.
But they've also
the western side of the continents are typically less active by like water type events. So, like, for example, you don't get hurricanes.
No,
Europe,
you
don't get hurricanes on the western part of the United States, right? You just in the northern hemisphere, that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, but then but every part of the world has their own issues, right? So, like, you have earthquakes are everywhere, right? So earthquakes are one thing, volcanoes, you know, I mean, they're just natural disaster things.
Definitely, definitely forest fires. You know, I think basically just everybody needs to be a little bit more prepared for how do you, it's got multiple layers to this thing, right? How do you make sure that you're prepared and your family's prepared so that if there's a problem, how do you get the heck out of Dodge? Go to somewhere where it's, I think all your crap, but
yeah, I think if you just have to be prepared for that kind of stuff, and I think, you know, if you live in, say, like,
but it's tornado, on multiple levels. It's a family, it's an individual level, a family level, you know, a neighborhood community level, and then at a city, state, county, federal level as well. There's multiple layers to that, right? I mean, I just named off like 6 different layers. We can't expect that one layer is going to protect us. Oh, well, if I take care of me and my family, then we're good. No, you just lost your whole community. Well, I don't have to do anything about me and my family because the government's got my back. No.
Yeah, that's the wrong thinking right there, too.
You see what I'm saying, though? I mean, there's multiple layers to this thing, right? And we need all the layers kind of, overlapping so that we don't end up with anybody getting kind of screwed in the deal.
Like, I know a couple people that still are waiting for the government to get to hook them up with replacement housing and stuff from last year's tornado crap in Tornado Alley. So I mean, you gotta be prepared to be self-reliant rather than relying on someone else to do stuff for you.
I need to be paying attention when I'm doing PvP. I'm like, I just watch this this matchup.
You know,
hold on, I'll be right back.
Anyways, more questions.
We're just having fun. I knew that was going to happen. I wasn't even paying attention. I looked over at my PvP match. I'm like, you can click this. And I'm like, oh no, I hit the wrong thing. I lost a Grievous team. Like, god damn it. All right.
But yeah, like the way I'm set up out here, you know, they could set off nukes in the cities and stuff, and I'd be just fine out here. I have my solar power. I have my well running off of solar. I have about 25 years worth of food stockpiled. So,
Buzz also says, question, are you guys going to talk about Star Wars? We have been. Yeah, I saw that, Matt Bailey. I made a boo-boo. I hit the wrong thing. That's all it took. I was like, god damn it. I got to go look at the chat and stuff.
Bum, 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 bum.
It's like, damn it. What was I doing? It happens. I'm not worried about it. I'll still do my climb. But yeah, but there's not a lot going on in the game. I mean, we haven't got any announcements. I mean, I don't know what the plan is. So, you know, your guess is as good as mine. I mean, the last few Wednesday night streams we've had has been not a lot to talk about, and unless something pops up, I mean, you know, the only thing really is like we've been talking about teams for GAC and. With threes and you know, TW and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, there's just nothing new in the game to really get into depth with. You can always get in depth when it comes to like GAC and things of that nature, talking theory crafting about teams and things of that nature, but you know, you can only take that so far, and so till we get some new blood into the game, some new characters and stuff. I mean, we've got Sith Trooper. I'm really high up on him. I think we all are here. Same thing with Hux. I think Finn's new character is going to be really good. So, yeah, we'll see what happens to see if they put anything else out there. Kazakai question, when will Baby Yoda get a lightsaber? I have no idea. He doesn't even have a Jedi to train him right now.
I think he won't. There are Force users that don't use lightsabers in the Star Wars universe.
There are some like that. So, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. There's so many different ways they can go. There's so many ways they can go with this series, and I'm excited to see what they can do with it. I mean, their worlds are oyster with the storyline and stuff. They can do so many different things. In that
I still say series. Don't get too attached to the child. So, because remember, the series is named The Mandalorian. Not
I know,
child.
But I think they're so intertwined now.
Oh, I still think it's got that character will last probably 2 more seasons before they find, you know, his people.
Or maybe the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda, the child, become a team. You know,
that's entirely possible too.
Because he is family now. That's what the blacksmith said. You are family now. That you are part of a clan. So I was like, okay. What about your Ahsoka question? I thought we covered Ahsoka. Matt Bailey.
What, the lightsaber?
Well, I don't remember what Matt said specifically, but we've kind of covered what we think about Ahsoka, and maybe I missed it, but I mean, but I don't really know what Ahsoka is now. I mean, she doesn't consider herself a Jedi. That was made clear when she fought Darth Vader. She says, no. He says that's not the Jedi. Revenge is not the Jedi way. And then she looks at him like, I am no Jedi. So she's something else.
I think she factors into the gray Jedi.
Yeah, I really consider her a gray Jedi. There.
I mean,
but she's become something more than just a gray Jedi. I don't know what she is. I don't know what she.
I mean, she's neither light nor dark. She's in the middle, so to speak. but I don't know.
No, Maul cannot kill Baby Yoda. He's dead. Stop it.
Actually, no. Remember Solo?
Solo comes
End of
before
Solo.
Solo comes before the events of Rebels. So no, he's dead.
Okay.
Obi-Wan killed him. He killed him. He's dead.
Okay.
Remember on Tatooine, Grim? He died.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Darth Maul is no more. Who the Hutt switched to Sith Empire recently, and I'm working on my team. I just got down to 40 Arena. Just beat a full Relic 7 Sith Empire team. Mods make the difference. Yes, they do. They sure do. And make sure
mods
you
and Wat Tambor.
and make sure you pay attention when you're doing your arena matches, or you'll get your ass kicked by a Grievous team.
That was kind of funny.
No, you're Matt Bailey's talking about his lightsabers. Yeah, she did heal the two crystals, but they say in the books that the crystals reflect your nature in the Force. So even though she healed the red crystals and the crystals, like they're all the same now. They're just saying the color is indicative of the person wielding the crystal and how when they make the lightsaber. So when she took it over and refocused the crystals, it became not blue or green or yellow. It became, the white lightsabers that she really did. Ouchie, not really a question, but the Mandalorian referenced in the show's title isn't DYN. The child is going to be a Mandalorian, and that's where the show title comes from. That's a good point. Cerebral question: Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka for the Mandalorian season 2, yay or nay? I say yes. I'm down for that. Hell yeah.
Sure, why not?
And the cool thing is too, you can get Ashley Eckstein to do the voiceover for that, so you can have because they can do that these days, and just so you have that Ahsoka voice along with the actress playing it. So yeah, I'm totally down with that. Matt Bailey, Maul is very alive in the Mando. No, he's not. He's dead. He is no more.
Yeah. Mandalorian happens after the end of the Return of the Jedi.
And Maul died before.
A couple years after.
Yeah, and Maul dies before Episode 4. So yeah, so he is he is no more, and that's all right, Matt. Trust me, the timeline can be a little funky to try to realize, but I love Darth Maul. He's one of my favorite characters. Old Master. I can't wait to see his interaction with him and Lady Atano in this next season of Clone Wars.
I'm a little sad that they didn't continue Solo, because I would have loved to see Darth Maul, Robo Maul.
Let's see what of his, because we do know that he had spent time as a underworlds,
Yeah, he leader of the Crimson.
Whatever, yeah. So I mean, he was a thug.
Crimson Corsairs, I think. It was.
So he became a thug, and and it was cool when you saw him in Solo. It was like, okay, all right, Maul. Ouchie, girl. No one's.
I don't know.
Really
I was one of the few people that really enjoyed Solo.
Yeah, I like Solo too. So, but yeah, sometimes the timeline can be tricky when you're trying to remember like what happened where and this and that. So especially with the
trying to make them all link up together.
Well, yeah, it's interesting with the new movies coming. That's going to be 400 years in the past. That's going to be interesting too. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. And
yeah, Coulter, you're correct. The Crimson Dawn.
Crimson Dawn. Yeah.
Not the Crimson Corsairs, the Crimson Dawn.
Yeah, there you go. There's a lot of good stuff that they can go in different directions. So we'll see what happens with that, and we'll see what transpires with the games and stuff. So we'll see how that reflects in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So we know we're not getting another movie until 2022. So it'll be interesting to see the direction that Galaxy of Heroes takes. With characters.
Well, that's a long time for Star Wars series, to new Star Wars series to show up.
Yeah, but we're gonna have lots of stuff in between, so I'm excited for all of it. We'll have plenty of Star Wars stuff, but
I'm looking forward to some of the newer books that are gonna be coming out here in the next couple of years too.
Neo Venom 2 question: didn't they do a Maul story in the comics where some mad scientist pulled a RoboCop 2 with Maul's brain? I vaguely remember that. There's been some comics that came out that are not canon, and that are no longer canon. So if it's not anything, but if it's anything before 2014, then it does exist, but it's extended universe. So I try to remember which they covered what happens to Maul and stuff after, like, the events after Sidious, defeats him, and he sends on a mission, but then Maul betrays him. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but that's actually not canon.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's not canon, but like some of the fan films are amazing. Like Birth of a Monster. Have you seen that one, Ranger?
No, I've not seen that.
That's the origin story of the Rancor trainer in Jabba's palace.
Yeah.
That one's amazing. The Maul Sith Apprentice fan film, that one's really good. The Vader fan film from Star Wars
Shards
Theory,
of the Past.
That's
yeah.
I'm looking forward to episode 2. He's working on episode 2, so
we'll get it when we get it. Oh, Territory War Attack phase started. Yay! Let's see what our front line is. What are we attacking?
Yeah, Rooster, the kid in the Rancor.
Alright, we got Grievous teams, and then who do we have? We got Grievous teams, and we got Geonosians. Okay, so that's the front line there. Okay, cool. Wait for the word to be given to attack. Kick that ass. Yeah, there's so much good stuff in the EU stuff. I mean, I've got a bunch of the books behind me that I've got just sitting there on the shelf. That's not even a tenth of what's out there. There's way more books and stuff like that. So, I mean, I've read all of them. Because really for a long time, besides the Clone Wars series, the books were the continuation of the Skywalker saga and stuff. You got into stuff like Darth Caedus and Abeloth and the Wushan Vong. I know not everybody likes the Wushan Vong, but it was there. So there you go.
I actually liked the Wushan Vong.
I like the whole concept.
I mean, the Jedi and the Sith both lost their shit because this was something that they...
Well, because the Vong were outside of the Force. They could not be affected, in the ways they couldn't be sensing the Force or anything like that. Now, you can still Force choke. I mean, that's a physical ability, but but other than that, but yeah, it was really a cool concept that their ships and everything they used,
the living ships
was biological in nature. Like if they wanted night vision, a creature would crawl into their eye socket, and that's how they would look. It's like that's the coolest shit ever, man. Just the concept, I just really loved. I think people didn't like that series because a lot of their favorite characters died during that. That's where Chewbacca dies with the moon being dropped on him, but saving.
Yeah, but I mean that was the most epic ending that's how Chewbacca should go out. Yeah. You can't kill Chewbacca except with a freaking moon.
All right, so last one's Who the Hutt's a question. Think we'll see a young Luke in Kenobi? Possibly. We'll see what they do.
It depends on when Kenobi happens. If it's for the younger Kenobi, then probably not. If it's him during his hermit years,
I don't know. We'll see.
More than likely.
We'll see. We don't know what direction they're going to do. Neil Big Venom 2 question. Do we really need a Jar Jar back in the Kenobi show? No, we don't need it. No Jar Jar. No, not more Jar Jar.
Gungans, at least. I mean...
No. So we'll see what happens. So... but with that, we're going to call this one wrapped up. So we'll take a little hiatus here and a little break. We'll be back tonight for our longest running live stream. So get ready for that. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you're watching us right now. Subscribe if you haven't already. With that, we're going to call this one done. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to go work out, and then I'm going to eat and get ready for tonight. So I look forward to seeing you guys later on. So be safe, look after one another, and we will holler at you later. Peace out.
And may the Force be with you always.